going to talk about leveraging knowledge to make an impact. So throughout the presentation today, I will talk about my personal leadership philosophy, my abilities or strengths as a leader, some areas of opportunity, how we can leverage that knowledge and make an impact, and then some closing thoughts. All of my references will be cited on the last page. So my personal leadership philosophy really is to be authentically me and to be a go-to person for others through my consistent and caring actions. And that really is categorized by my values of transparency, accountability, caring, and collaboration. All of my success in my career and my personal life can really be attributed back to these 4 buckets. And even though there's other aspects of leadership or being a good human really fall into other categories such as like inclusion and things like that, that really all does fall into a bucket here, I believe, with accountability. So holding myself accountable to always be the best version of myself. So through the self-assessments and reading the text and then my own personal reflection, I have learned I have some strong interpersonal skills, a high conscientiousness, which is common with having integrity, a high agreeableness, which can show high emotional intelligence. And so through all of the assessments, those really were the things that stood out to me and how I live my life and my career. As always, we can always improve, even if we're doing a lot of things really well. There's always some areas that could stand to have improvements. And so we look at that as an opportunity. And from the assessments in the book, I learned an area and opportunity for me is influencing others, especially those I don't already have established relationships with. So, knowing when to lean on other people is really key, and that is really how I tackled the problem of Nexus technologies. So influencing others is hard for me because I try to be transparent and be myself. I really don't like telling other people what to do. And so influencing is something I still work on, and networking, expanding my network. So with all of the information I learned about myself, such as having a democratic leadership style and a facilitate participation style, all of which we learned in the text, I can leverage my ability to listen to others, gather input, break down silos and barriers, and encourage everyone to come together with the same mission and vision. And so in the case of Nexus Technologies, utilizing my style to bring the appropriate groups and stakeholders together to create a clear path forward will be crucial, as well as doing damage control in the public by being transparent and truthful with what actions have been taken to prevent future issues from occurring. And really, when leaders leverage knowledge about themselves and their skills, they can make a greater impact than by not understanding their strengths. In crisis management, strong leaders who understand what is at stake, what needs to be done quickly, and how to strategically and intentionally create a plan and fully execute the plan, all while being transparent and empathetic. That really is the golden ticket to making an impact and leveraging all the information we know about ourselves and others to make an impact. So my leadership style and approach to this crisis is all about involving others, especially knowing when to involve and knowing who the right people are, reviewing processes and procedures, being transparent with communication and actions, and having clear expectations of all internal parties, as well as remaining caring and transparent with external parties and potential future customers, and going into as much detail as possible when feasible. So with a clear, straightforward, and honest approach, all parties involved should feel that care is being taken in this situation. The values and styles of leaders can truly make or break your company when times of crisis arise. And so this is why I place such a large emphasis on hiring for values where I currently work, it can be really tempting to just fill positions when a need comes up. But taking the time to hire the right people can really be the most important business strategy there is. So we don't ever want a crisis to come up, but usually there will be. And so taking the time to hire people who can round out your leadership team with strengths and leveraging that information to really make thoughtful decisions, especially in the times of crisis, is really the ticket. So thank you so much for listening and hearing my thoughts about my own personal style and approach and some areas where I learned to lean on others if I feel it's an opportunity for me, and really to tackle everything I do, but especially in time of this crisis that we're dealing with at Nexus Technologies. Thank you.